What really was your thinking in building a house this big for a single woman?
Well, that's a good question. God bugged me for weeks, waking me up, and he finally told me in his voice, I heard his voice twice. He said, I want you to move. So I asked Ralphie if he would help me look at houses. So we looked at houses for several months, and finally I could not look at another house. There was no house that made my heart flutter. I talked to God again, and I said, I'm so sorry, I misunderstood what you wanted me to do, so let's forget the whole thing. And about 3 weeks passed, and then he woke me up again, and he said, you have been shown that teardown property on Desco by 3 separate realtors. When are you going to pick up on it? I laugh when I think about it. God is so smart. He made me look at all those houses so I would know what I wanted. So I sat down in about 10 minutes and drew the plan for this house. And so my son gave it to an architect. And this is how it turned out.
Faye, as you look back and you recall the conversation you had with God, would you do anything differently?
No. And another reason I think he made me do this is because I have a chance to talk about him when people ask about the house. But when they ask, I get to tell the story. In fact, so many people have told me, have called me later after they've talked with me and said, you have changed my life. So isn't that great? So I know I'm doing what God wants me to do.